This tutorial is an introduction to Associates Program Source database. This database is designed specifically for the research needs of the two-year college student. To find the database on the library's webpage, place your cursor over Find Resources on the left side of the screen. Then click on the Databases by Subject option. On the page that opens up, click on the ICET category. ICET stands for Industrial, Construction, and Electrical Technologies. And here is Associates Program Source on the right. If you want to use any of our databases from off campus, you'll be asked for a username and password. Enter your Titan Live username and password, and then you can use the database. I'm going to select the database to get started. This is the basic search screen. You can limit search results to complete articles by checking the full text box in the Limit Your Results section. If your instructor requires you to use articles from research journals, check the Scholarly Journals limit. If you want to find magazine or newspaper articles, leave the box unchecked. We can begin a search in this box near the top of the screen by typing in search terms combined with AND. This is a default search setting based on Boolean algebra. The capitalized AND is one search operator you can use. By combining terms with AND, we're telling the database to look for sets of information that overlap. Here's an example. There are two other search operators you can use. Use NOT in a search to exclude a keyword, like this. Another search operator you can use is OR between keywords combined with other search operators. This is a way to broaden a search. Here's an example. In the next example, we will use two search techniques that are built into the database. Always put phrases or personal names in quotes so that those terms are found beside of each other. Truncation is another way to expand a search by combining a root word with an asterisk at the end. Here's how that looks in a search. Quotation marks means we will find the words air and conditioning beside of each other as a phrase. The asterisk at the end of control means we will find the word control and controls, the plural form of that word, in our search results. I've already checked the full text limit here, so I'll click on search. And this is the results screen. We have over 10,000 results. We have several ways to limit the search on the left side of the screen. The publication date limit is an easy way to limit search results. And your instructor may tell you to use recent material for your class assignments. We will slide this bar across the screen to limit articles to those published in 2014 or later. The subject limit is another way to limit results. I'll show you how this works. If you select any of the other limits on the left side of the screen, make sure you click on Show More to see all the options available under that limit. You would scroll through this box and check off categories to limit results, and then click on the yellow Update button at the bottom. So we're going to make a couple of selections. and then we're going to click on Update. And now we have 86 articles. You can use the preview tool on the right side of the screen to see a small abstract that summarizes the article. You can open the article with the full text link within the preview toolbox, or use the full text link on the results screen. We're going to open up number 5 by clicking on the full text link. And here's the article in PDF format. On the right, we have the option to print or email the article using these icons. Since this is a PDF article, we have an option in the PDF toolbar to download the article to a drive. The citation tool is the 4th icon down on the right. I'm going to open that up. Just make sure you scroll down until you find the citation format that you are supposed to use for your class. You can copy that and insert that into your document. We're going to close the citation tool. Another way to do this is to use print or email and include the citation along with the complete article. I'll show you how this works with the email option. Just make sure you select the circle beside a citation format and then use the drop down arrow to select the proper citation format. Then on the left side of the screen, insert your email address, give it a subject, and click on Send. We're going to close the email tool, and on the left we're going to go back to the results list. If you know that you'll be gathering several articles, you can use the folder option. Select the blue folder with the plus sign, and the folder option will become active. After you've made your selections, click on Folder View on the right side of the screen, or click on Folder at the top of the screen. On this screen, click on the small checkbox on the left, and all of the selected articles will be available to print, email, or download to a drive. You can include the citation when you do this, just like our example earlier. These articles will be saved as long as you work on the computer, but will not be saved overnight after you finish your search. To use the folder option and keep articles over a period of days or weeks, you would click on the Sign In to My EBSCOhost link. So we're going to click on that. And then here's your link to create a new account. We're going to click on New Search to go back to the basic search screen. And this time we're going to take a look at the advanced search option. So we'll click on this link under the search field. Advanced search gives you a couple of additional options to control your results before you click on the search button. On the left, you can define different search operators between keywords by using the drop-down arrow. On the right, we can click on the plus sign to add additional search fields. And we can use the minus sign to eliminate a search field. And for each keyword or phrase inserted, we can use the drop-down arrow and define specifically where we want to look for that keyword or phrase within the record for an article. These can all be different. It just depends on what you want to choose. Down below we have the same options that we had before to limit results, including the full text limit and the scholarly journal limit. Once you click on search and get to the results screen, you'll have the same limits that were available during the basic search to limit and focus your search results even more. We're going to click on new search to go back to the basic search screen. We hope this tutorial has been helpful. You can view some of our other tutorials on GTCC Library's YouTube channel. Please contact GTCC Library staff if you have questions about research or library services.